we are at the hospice at MayCourt, and Mark Jones is the nurse coordinator here. Tell me about hospice at MayCourt. First of all, what is hospice for people who haven't sort of gone there with a family member, perhaps?
Hospice or hospice palliative care is really a concept of care offered to people who are living with a terminal illness, dying with a terminal illness in various stages, and it's patient-centered, which means it's letting the patient be part of that care plan and deciding where they want to be at the various stages.
Mm-hmm. This particular facility, though, is unique in this city and probably across the country. There's not very many places
It is.
Like this.
It's a very unique in that it's one of the freestanding hospice residences across the country, and in fact is a model for some other ones that are being built and open now. The one in Renfrew was set up kind of using our model, so that's open and going now. And there's one being built in Cornwall which is all in this Lynn area.
Right. And when you say freestanding, it means that it's not attached to a hospital like some of the other ones that we know.
Yeah.
So how many patients do you have, palliative care patients?
We have 9 beds, private rooms here in the residence itself, and the percentage of occupancy is pretty high. You know, and all age ranges. I mean, I think 27 to 99 this year was our age range.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, people might think of hospice and palliative care as for older. Yeah, as geriatrics.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it can be any age, and I mean the Rogers House. I mean that's the pediatric end of it. So anything over that, I mean, we often are involved with in some capacity, whether it's in the home program, the home support program, or whether it's in the day hospice program where we bring people in for a day away, whether it's the family support program where we have coordinators here that work just with the families and helping them deal with what's happening, or the residents itself.
It's, you know, just walking down the hall and coming into, this is your river room, I think you told me.
Yeah.
You get the feeling you're not in a hospital, and I guess that's the point.
That is the point. So, and families and patients often, when we do admit them here, you know, they just kind of start to relax, and then they're with the patient. They're not so much worried about all the activity around them. It's a very quiet, serene place, you know.
And how long would do you have an average stay for a patient?
This year, I think our stats are around 14, 15 days.
Wow.
In the residence itself. We have people in the other programs, say the day hospice program, that one lady recently from 2004, and she's still coming, you know, and she just happens to be 92. But so there's a wide range.
Explain the day program and who uses that program.
That is used by patients living with a terminal illness in various stages. I mean, it could be as early on as starting treatment and there's no other support, perhaps, or it could be, you know, their treatment's completed, a lot of different stages. So they're invited in. We go and get a referral, go visit them, bring them in for a day away of a little bit of pampering and a nice meal, and there's a massage therapist comes and she does reflexology, and this room is used for a relaxation session. There's an art corner. There's some of our volunteers are very musical, so there's maybe somebody playing the piano, and another young guy comes and does classical guitar. So it's all a day away of kind of out of the medical madness for a little while. So to give them a break as well as their family caregivers. And
the residents here, you really, I know you have a lot of volunteers that are crucial, and make those final days special for people.
They do.
In what way?
The presence that volunteers bring. And all the little extra jobs that they do. You know, they're often the ones making the cups of tea and the cookies for the family, or going and getting family member a blanket, or and just as added extra hands for the nurses sometimes to help with positioning. And I mean, if we have 9 heavy care patients all requiring turning every hour or two, extra hands are helpful, and volunteers often they're the ones that are the extras.
Mark Jones, thanks very much. We're going
Thank
to be
you.
back in a little bit to talk a little bit more about the hospice at MayCourt. Thanks again.